All right, fellas, what we got here is a 2007 Chevy Colorado that has a issue with the HVAC, the blower not working. I've got power here going to the switch, but I'm getting nothing coming out of the vents here. So upon investigation with this thing here, I found that the blower itself had gone bad and the resistor had gone bad. It seems to be a common problem with this resistor that the pin number 3, which is a blue wire, actually burns up. It burns the pin, and it also burns the harness on the number 3 pin. If I can show you this real quick. So this is my old resistor here, and let me pull this apart if I can do this with one hand. So we can see right here, this number 3 pin is good and burnt, along with number 3 pin on this plug here, which is this blue wire here. So something you can check. I've heard that these harnesses go bad. This harness, if you look underneath behind the glove box here, now the glove box comes out, you see those 3 tabs. You got 1, 2, and 3 there. If you just pull those 3 7mm screws out, the glove box will basically just fall out in your lap. And what I also did is here on the passenger side is I took this access panel off, and what that does is it just gives me a little bit more light and a little bit more room to see and work with. But so your main harness here that you can check continuity on to make sure all your wires are good and they didn't get burnt up, and just in case you have to replace the harness. If you disconnect this harness here, if you pull this gray locking tab out, you'll be able to disconnect this plug here. And then you've got, you're gonna have 4 other plugs that are attached to this main harness, which I've checked continuity, like I said, and then I taped this whole harness up with Tesa tape so it looks a lot cleaner. It's a lot of stuff that new factory vehicles have on it. So if we look up here above, it's kind of hard to see. This white plug right here, that's one of your plugs you're gonna have to unplug. And if we go down underneath, we're gonna have your blower motor plug, and then you're gonna have your resistor, which that is a replacement harness there and plug from my resistor that went bad. So you got those 1, 2, the first one I showed you, which is up to the left side of the glove box, 3. And then if you look through this little access hole here, you see that black plug right there. That's going to control your flap there, but that's the 4th plug. So if you unplug all 4 of those, you can take that harness, that main harness out right here, and you can check and make sure all your wires got continuity on them. None of them are broke anywhere. So I would check that along with replacing the resistor if need be, if it's burnt up, and the blower if it's burnt up. So once I had replaced all this and checked continuity on my wires, I still didn't get anything. And later I did find out here in the passenger side in the engine bay. See, I've already kind of disassembled this here, so I'm gonna kind of do a quick run through on it, but back the camera up. So you disconnect this, which is gonna be 8mm here and 8mm on the opposite side here. This guy came from connecting these 2 together. So I took that out the way. So then we're gonna have to unplug this guy here. Let's get that out the way. I'm gonna pull this filter out, just a little twist and tug on it. Get that out the way. And I took the top of this box off, by the way, which is this guy here. So lastly, what we're gonna have here is the front side. You're gonna have a bolt, which is right there. You're gonna have a bolt, which is right here. And then if you go to the back side of this, you're gonna have a 3rd bolt right here. You get all 3 of those guys loose. And then on the front side, you got this hose here, which is disconnected, but you just pull this guy, just tug on it a little bit, it'll come out. And then just wiggle this guy right on out of here. We take that out. So like I said, after I checked everything on the inside and made with some replacement parts, you've got this ground strap right here, which is actually your ground for your blower motor. That guy right there. So what I ended up doing was, after I got all this stuff out of the way, I took this 10mm bolt here out, and then there's 3 wires on this guy here. So I checked all 3 wires, made sure they weren't loose, pins weren't broken, busted, or anything in there. I cleaned my contact up here with a little brush, and then I tightened this back up here with everything assembled on the inside, and I went back in and checked, and lo and behold, everything came on and worked just fine. So I believe this ground strap, along with the burnt wires that were on the inside, was my culprit, and anyhow, we got this thing working. So I hope this video helps you out, kind of narrows things down for you on this Chevy Colorado. Like my page, and if you guys got any questions, hit me up. Good luck, guys.